Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today you join me at the last remaining Pontins in the UK. Well, kind of. It's a holiday park called Sand Bay just north of Weston-Super-Mare, and it's owned by Pontins and booked through the Pontins website, but there's no Pontins branding on site and no blue coats. It's also an over 18s pont, except for when it's not, because sometimes kids are allowed and sometimes they're not. It all gets a little bit confusing. So come with me, let's check it out and see what's going on.
Yo, Itsajackslife, pack your bags, let's roll. From first class flights to that budget hotel. Planes, trains, tourist games, we're on the move. Dropping reviews, making travel smooth. Sky high vibes, tracks down low. Jet set, living everywhere we go. Hit subscribe, take the journey, don't wait. Itsajackslife, adventure's great.
The other thing to know about Pontins is they've recently made the news, as in their previous site further down in Weston, I think it's at Breen Sands, a few years ago they had an air conditioning unit fall out and injure a bunch of people, and sadly killed the lady, and they've just been found guilty of corporate manslaughter. So they're making the news everywhere. TripAdvisor bad reviews, injuring people. Let's hope I survive. There's also a Harley Davidson convention on at the moment. Can you imagine anything worse than wearing full leathers in 24-degree heat? Sounds atrocious to me, but I'm not a biker. Maybe if you are a biker, let me know in the comments what you do. Can you get air conditioning? So all checked in, got our little welcome pack. Let's go find, where am I? Room 90. Haven't seen any Pontins branding so far. I think we're at the end down here. There's also a swimming pool and fitness zone. Obviously we're not going to go filming in the swimming pool, but it's nice to know you've got it on site. Looks like the nicest building on site, to be honest. '88, '89. 90. So here is my room. Handle and lock has seen better days. Right, here we go. Right, where are the lights? Get some lights on. Right, this is cosy. So quick room tour, and it literally won't take very long. So we've gone for the single tonight. I'm here on my own. There's a little TV in the corner, which is kind of coming off the wall and really dusty. Look how dusty that is. Ooh. Does it swing round? Oh, kind of. That's what we've got. Okay, lovely. But still, TV. Is it just that hinge that needs doing? No, it's all just on one key. Let's not touch that too often. curtains. Got some curtains and some blinds. Window ledge, a bit dirty but okay. View, you just get to look at the neighbours. There's a radiator, glad that's not on today. It's 24 degrees. There's a teeny tiny little wardrobe, but I suppose that's fine for one person. It is also stuck to the wall so you can't fall over. That's a good thing. I've heard in some other places, I think it was Britannia hotels, that they were falling over. I might be wrong there, let's say allegedly. Little bin, a kettle, base inside. Don't know what that means. All clean though. We've got some sugar, teas, Thai food tea. Little single beds. We'll do the bed test shortly. This wall is appalling. Just marks and damp and everything everywhere. I mean, even down here, whole sheets are just coming off. There's been a leak from the radiator. Carpet at one point would be nice. If you look into the bed, it's a bit nicer, but this bit here, very old, covered with stains. We go into our bathroom, and it is a bathroom where we're back in a hospital, so this sort of plastic cladding on all the walls, easy maintenance but looks quite ugly. Shower curtain, a bit dirty at the bottom, bath's a bit dirty, more dirt. Shower over bath, not sure I'll be bathing in there. Maybe just stand with the shower, but definitely not having to sit in with all of that. Bath mat, I know these are a necessary evil, but they always look grim, don't they? It's actually not too bad on the other side. It's normally where the majority of grime builds up, but a bit ugly. Toilet, which wasn't put on correctly, or at least doesn't stay on. Ooh. Toilet is grim. Flush you. Looks like you haven't been flushed in a while. Even the toilet seat's got watermarks on. Another little bin. Sink, taps, bit of stainage. Little mirror. Is this a little shaving light? Ooh. It's probably the only good thing in here. And then this is hilarious too. So your toilet roll is like a public convenience. And also, it's literally behind you. That's going to be awkward trying to get that anyway. Rail here to help you, which spins. So if you do need to grab it, you'll be on the floor. So before we do the bed test, just one pillow you get. And your duvet. I mean, the sheet's so thin, you can even see the pattern of the bed under it. This is one of those, I think, waterproof ones. It feels very plasticky in case you get the bed wetters, but it does make it pretty uncomfortable usually. Let's put those back. Right, so quick bed test. Watch this, the eye bounce. Woo! Woo! Bed test. Pillow's comfy enough. It's very firm. I actually quite like a firm mattress, so I'm sure I'll be okay, but if you're a bit of a bed snob, you will struggle with that one. Right, so that's the room. Very basic, very Pontins-esque, should I say. Right, let's go for an explore. I don't think this is a very big park, so we're going to have a walk around, see what sort of amenities and facilities there are, and check them all out. Come on, let's go. So just a park area up here, or well, a bit of grass and a couple of picnic benches. The chalets are quite dated and there's a bit of damage on some of the edges, but in general it's kind of okay. So we have a restaurant here and you can check out the menu on the walls here. It is half board as well, this booking, so we're on Thursday, so what we got? Soup of the day to start, cottage pie, fajita chicken fish cakes, hot pot, potatoes veg, salad and cold meats, ice cream and gatto, hot and cold refreshments. There's a little bridge over some water. Looks a bit stagnant though. Not really a feature. So we've got a few little facilities here. So we've got, much like golf, so we've got a crazy golf course here. With no one on because there's no kids here. And then we've got an outdoor gym. You can get your workout in. And at the back over here we've got a pitch and putt which goes all the way up the side. The first Pontins I found. Welcome to Sandbay Outdoor Gym. So Pontins are still associated. This is the Queen Vic, presumably where they have the entertainment later. Nice big room. I was hoping for a beer, maybe we can get one in this restaurant. Just found a little aviary. Wonder if they do have little birdies still. Oh, they do. Can you see him? I don't know if you can. Oh, there's one up here. This little dude. Not even sure what they are. Ooh. Got some birds if you like them.
So that'll be our next dance. Happy Blue, it's not a over. But yeah, what I've just said. Happy, I'm going to say it slower. Happy.
So this is the restaurant. Nice telephone box. Seen better days though. The beach bar. I think this would be the beach bar. Still pool table, a few seats. This is the pitch and putt at the top end. This huge green space. We're just going to have a little walk out of the park now, as we're right on the seafront. It's literally called Sandbay Beach, but I've never been here before, so let's go and see how much of a beach there is. actually a pretty nice beach. Looks like the tide does come all the way into here, so there's only a small sort of beach at the top, but being near Weston, obviously the tide has disappeared for miles and miles and miles. But yeah, what a beautiful beach. Very quiet. You see why it's adults only. There's absolutely no facilities. Kids might be a bit bored, but they've got some sand dunes to play in and a lot of wet sand to make castles with.
So there we are, I managed to survive my trip to the last remaining Pontins in the UK. As expected, it is quite tired and a little bit run down, and it's definitely showing its age. Not sure I would visit again, but still, there's a nice nostalgic feeling to saying that you've been to the last Pontins. I only stayed for one night and it cost me £32.50. It is interesting how they book things here. There's set packages on the website and you can't really alter from them, so you just have to pick which one suits you best. Hope you've all enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. If you would like to see a playlist of worst rated hotels, click here on the screen, and also do not forget to subscribe. Thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one.